Does the term passive income give you all the feels? Like the idea of living off of totally passive dividend income? Want to make sure your dividend income is growing faster than expenses are rising? Then you have to check out today's video.
He is a best-selling author.
30-year-old Jason Fieber has a plan.
This guy retired at only 33 years old.
I don't know if I know too many people that have accomplished something like that.
He's really kind of a guru when it comes to passive income.
Before I get into today's content, please give us a big thumbs up if you find value in our videos. Helps us to get the word out and grow the channel, and I'd really appreciate it. I've been a dividend growth investor for more than a decade. What's dividend growth investing all about? Well, it's an investment strategy that advocates buying and holding shares in world-class enterprises that pay reliable, rising cash dividends. This is highly intuitive when you think about it. Why invest in a company that isn't profitable? And why invest in a company that isn't sharing profit with the owners? This strategy is basically a custom fit for achieving financial independence and even an early retirement. If you want to achieve financial independence, you need a sustainable source of growing passive income. Investments that don't offer income, forget about it. The last thing you'd want to do is have to work for many years, build up a war chest of assets, and then start to slowly sell off that war chest of assets to pay your bills. You run the risk of running out of money. It's much better to have a gaggle of golden geese laying ever more golden eggs. Live off of the growing pile of golden eggs. Don't slaughter the golden geese that sustain you. Leave those geese to get fatter and happier over time, and they'll continue to lay more and more golden eggs. High quality dividend growth stocks are the golden geese. And dividends are the golden eggs. I know, I retired in my early 30s and started living off of dividend income. Here I am, years after quitting my job, and my dividend income continues to increase like clockwork month after month. That's because I'm invested in the same kind of high quality dividend growth stocks that we're regularly featuring here on the channel. Dividend increases make financial independence easier and better. Things get more and more expensive over time due to inflation. But dividend increases from high quality companies often come in higher than inflation. I want to tell you about 3 stocks that are now laying more golden eggs because they just increased their dividends. Let's dig in. The first dividend increase I want to tell you about came from American Tower Corp, stock ticker AMT. American Tower just increased their dividend by 2.5%. Only 2.5%? That might seem like a bummer in comparison to their 5-year dividend growth rate of 19.1%. But here's a little secret. American Tower tends to increase their dividend every quarter. Gotta love it. That means this dividend increase is likely just the start of a few more to come this year. The company has now increased its dividend for 12 consecutive years. And with their towers being critical to the rollout and function of 5G, they're almost certainly just getting started. The stock doesn't look extremely cheap here, but after a big pullback from $270 a share, it now looks reasonably valued. The next dividend increase I want to share with you came from General Dynamics Corporation, stock ticker GD. General Dynamics just handed their shareholders a nice 8.2% pay raise via their recent dividend increase. What's better than golden eggs? More golden eggs. And that's exactly what you're getting here with this powerhouse of a defense company. This is now the 30th consecutive year of dividend increases for General Dynamics. The dividend continues to grow like clockwork, and that comes on top of the stock's yield of 2.75%. This stock offers a very appealing combination of yield and growth. We put out a video on General Dynamics back in the summer showing how undervalued it was at the time. Even after going on a bit of a run since then, the stock still looks pretty attractive right now. That's even more true after this nice dividend bump. Last, but certainly not least, I want to tell you about the massive dividend increase that came from L3Harris Technologies Inc., stock ticker LHX. L3Harris Technologies just increased their dividend by a monstrous 20%. This is the easiest 20% income increase shareholders will ever see in their lives. After all, the only thing L3Harris Technologies shareholders had to do to receive the dividend increase was to hold shares. This marks the 21st consecutive year of dividend increases for the company. This kind of sustainability and consistency makes it the kind of stock that can be a core holding in a portfolio for someone who wants to make sure their dividend income continues to flow and grow. And the huge dividend growth that this company has become known for comes attached to a pretty decent current yield of 2.1%. You won't often find a 2% plus yield paired with a high double-digit dividend growth rate like this. L3Harris Technologies is one of my favorite businesses in sovereign defense, and sovereign defense is one of my favorite areas of the market right now. The long-term opportunity here is tremendous. If your portfolio could use some exposure to a forward-facing defense firm investing in space and military communications, consider taking a good look at L3Harris Technologies. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Give us a like if you did, and let us know in the comments what you think about these 3 dividend increases. Please make sure to subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell so you don't miss out on new content. Also take a look at the description box below for some important links, including the link to my personal stock portfolio. This 6-figure portfolio, which I call the Fire Fund, generates enough passive dividend income for me to live off of. It allowed me to retire in my early 30s. I've made my portfolio entirely accessible over a Patreon, and I also post alerts there whenever I buy or sell a stock. I put my money where my mouth is, and I'm often invested in the same high-quality dividend growth stocks that I make videos on. Over the years, I've heard from thousands of investors who have been profiting from many of the same exact stocks that I own. So if you think this is something that you could benefit from as well, check the link in the description to see my portfolio and start getting my buy and sell alerts. I'll see you next time.